Oh no. When life is but a torture, welcome to Smiley's Corner. Yeah!
Welcome to Smiley's Corner. My name's Smiley. We're gathered here today with my good friend Cole,
So dudes,
my other good friend John.
Hello.
smacking a bug.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I brought fleas.
jeez. I'm sorry. I didn't say.
I left my cat alone for 3 days, and she's got fleas now. So I'm just kind of
Oh no.
letting them get all over me, and then I'm coming to you. And just
What did you do? Just leave her like multiple bowls of food?
no. I was just kidding. She had some help.
Okay,
Oh.
that's good.
So, but I did come home to an ass load, no pun intended,
Of doo-doo?
of doo-doo and pee-pee in that box, and it seriously weighed like 10 pounds. It's like, good God. I don't, like, I know you were fed like once while I was gone, and
Yeah.
that's good enough for her.
It's like our body weight and shit and pee.
I'm just like, why? How did you empty out all of your contents?
She waited till you're gone. She was like, "Oh, this is nice and relaxing. I'm just gonna."
Yeah.
Now I can poop in silence.
Well, I kind of wish the person who was taking care of her, which I'm very thankful for, I wish she would have, like,
Get a little
hit that box a little bit. Because I told her, I was like, hey, she needs a clean box, so why don't you go ahead and
Is she one of
tidy up.
those cats that won't go if the box is too dirty?
No, I mean, she did. I mean, she will.
Huh.
But,
Clearly, she did.
yeah, she did.
But I know some of them will get mad and they'll be like, "Fuck you, asshole," and shit on the fucking ground next to it or something.
I wish a motherfucker
No.
would.
I whipped her ass for doing that, so
Whoa,
that,
dude.
there ain't going back. Okay. Peter's going to come?
Yeah.
But
Pretty hardcore.
I didn't hit her. I just let her know that that's not a good thing to do.
We don't poop here, ma'am.
Yeah,
We don't poop here.
Papa will get mad, and he might make you cry.
It was a stern talking to.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, the cat box. But I got everything. I just got back from vacation, folks,
Yeah.
and
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
oh yeah, this is you guys did the show last week, so congrats.
Yeah, we missed you, buddy. We didn't. I mean, I guess it was a lot of rambling, so not really much changed. I think.
Not this dark cloud to y'all's to your left and your right, Smiley.
Oh yeah, we're because we're sunbeams, and you're just the sunbeams right here, and then impending thunderstorm.
I will say that driving 15 hours back from your vacation destination is fucking awful.
Yeah.
Good God.
What time did you guys leave in the morning? To like.
We left pretty late. We left at are you talking about from Asheville or from
Like-
here?
Yeah, well, from Asheville back on your trip back. Like,
From Asheville back, we left at like 10:30.
Oh no.
Yeah, not cool, man.
no.
Not cool. I got, after everything was said and done, I face planted into my bed at like 3:45 Monday morning.
Fuck.
And yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough because, like, what we did, we partied.
Yeah.
And just being so sleep deprived and drunk for the whole time. Not wild. We weren't. Yeah, we were wild, but yeah, dude. Just going through Arkansas around 1:30, 2 in the morning, where that stretch of 40 is just, there's nothing.
Yeah.
It's just
Just
woods left and
Farm,
right.
Land and nothing. Yeah.
The occasional like tractor store or what the fuck ever's out there. It was hard to stay up, but
Yeah.
God, it seems so. I mean, obviously it's doable because we've done it, but I don't know. It just seems. Yeah, especially when you're like the halfway point. You're like, oh man.
yeah,
I've been at this for a work shift. And I've still got another work
But
shift.
when we
to go.
left, I think we left at like 6 a.m. or something.
Mm-hmm.
So we got. What did we get back at like 9?
9 or 10, something
Yeah.
like
that was the plan, but
that.
instead
Yeah,
of
but you
leaving
left
at
it-
6, we went to bed at 6.
Oh.
See, that's the thing too. Is it's like, yeah, because you guys left on a Sunday. That's honestly the worst part. Is like, yeah, the drive sucks, but it really kind of like, you got to leave early, and it almost kind of like ruins the day before Because you're like,
Dreading it.
yeah, it's just,
It's like, okay, we gotta go to bed early.
and it's like, oh, I gotta go to bed early. I can't really like get wild. It's just, yeah, fuck it.
But yeah, man, that plane ride, that was extra cushy. Get
Don't
up,
fucking rub it in and be an
nice
asshole.
and
Like,
late. Get taxied to the airport.
That's cool and all, but man, there was a big sense of accomplishment after doing it.
Oh yeah, I mean, like,
Because I'd never done that before.
it's a legit road trip.
You didn't? Oh, you guys just went to Tennessee. That's right. I keep forgetting that. And that's like, so you had to go like an additional 5 or 6 more hours than that, right?
Yeah, and I feel like I could do. That just seems like child's play going to Tennessee.
Yeah, that's just weird.
But man, it was kind of cool. I will say we had plans to leave at 3 a.m. Wednesday morning.
Mm-hmm.
But Will was like, "Yo." It was Tuesday evening. He was like, "Yo, I got cut. Let's leave tonight."
All right.
And I was like, "You know what? Why the fuck not? Why
yeah,
waste time?"
Yeah, that's you're like your adrenaline's kind of going.
I'm
'cause
still
you're
up
like,
from the work day, normal. It
Uh-huh.
would suck to get like 3 hours or force myself to go to bed and get like a measly 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Wake up, have to get his ass up. We'd get on the road at like 5.
Yeah.
We get it into Asheville at what, 9, 10, 11, somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's.
We
Yeah,
just
that's-
fucking pushed through, and it was great.
Yeah, that's that was one thing I do remember our road trip, and it was like I was excited to go. Like, you're just excited to go, but especially when it was like 8 or 9 at night, I was just like, yeah, man, I'm giddy. Like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to sleep right now, even if like, yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just the same thing as coming back. It's just kind of like not that I dread it necessarily. It's just like, well, I want to get it over with. That's all I'm gonna think about, and I'm gonna have a horrible sleep anyways if I do this. So it's like, yeah, let's do it. I like that you guys.
Yeah,
did
it was
that.
cool. But I'm still not caught up on sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I went to bed at 8:45 last night.
Yeah.
I still had to work today, so
Mm-hmm.
it's like, man, I need like a nice 12 hours because I still have
Twitch.
heavy eye, not eye twitch. I get
Oh.
like heavy and I get
I know.
bags. I'm sure I look stoned right now, but I'm
No, you look
not.
fine. I know that feeling though, because what's really weird is whenever I go into work at like 5 or 6, I'm fine. Or if I go in at like 2 or 3, but for some reason like 9, 10, 11, like when I go into work like that, I feel like I look like I'm tired. I feel that eye thing and everything. I'm like, God, it's like it's not early enough for people to be like, whoa,
Yeah,
dude,
what's up,
did you
man?
get any sleep last night? But like,
You
I don't know.
okay?
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like I get just enough to where I like, and then I have to like bust out of it, or I don't know how it works.
I
But it's
probably
always
look
like
like
that
that
mid shift
Every day at work.
Yeah, I bet you do. just because of the hours you work, you
Yeah.
know.
Get about 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah, to my last note, I'm finally feeling normal around, or I finally felt normal around like 2.
Yeah.
Like I didn't feel like I still feel tired, but I feel like I'm finally somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not in this weird haze, but that's a dumb point. So
And work is always the worst after it because you feel like, whenever we went, it's like I came back and it was just like, man, I totally forgot about work. And now I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm here.
You've
and
gone so
I'm-
long.
It's so weird because it's almost like it feels like you came back from like, I don't know, getting fired or something. And like that whole first day back, I'm just like, man, should I be here? Like,
I got sort of a cold shoulder today from my coworkers, but I was just like, what the fuck ever. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? I want a vacation. Man, getting back at 3:30 on Monday morning was a beatdown because I knew I couldn't sleep till 1 or 2
Right.
because I would get.
oh yeah, that would.
Then I would start a whole nother cycle of like that weird sleep. So I woke up at 10:30.
Uh-huh.
I took half of a ZQL cup at 3:30 and like I was like, okay, I can't wake up at like 2. So I woke up at like 10:30 and I was like, you know what? I just have to keep this. Like a dumb 6 hours of sleep
Yeah.
as to not throw off,
Yeah,
I
get
can't
back
throw it
into the
off.
swing of things.
So that's when I did one. Well, I did your laundry, clean the place. I did one errand, and then it was in bed by 8:45.
Nice.
Yeah, it was.
I thought it
nice.
was a joke because I had Monday off, and I'm like, I think it'd be funny if on Sunday night I like text them and be like, hey, you guys back? You want to go hang out? Like after a 15-hour drive, like they'd want to be like, Yeah, sure, man. Let's go get dinner and drinks. Like, fuck you. Actually, I was wondering. I mean, we can go ahead and get into the Cowboy game. Did you have to listen to it on the radio?
Man, we were around Memphis around that
yeah.
time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I was keeping up with it. We didn't have the state of mind to just Google Memphis sports radio because they would bound to have. I mean, the Titans were playing at the same time, but we found an AM station, and we heard. I think it was Dak who scored the touchdown and got in close, and they missed the 2-point conversion. So.
Okay. Or was there a lot of dashboard punching or anything like that?
No, I don't give a fuck. I was too tired to give a fuck. You know, like. When I saw that they were down 21-6 to the goddamn Jets, I was like, "What? Are you kidding? The kid who just had mono is like passed him for like 250 on these dumbasses."
Yeah. I think I went out for a smoke break at work, and it was like 7-3, and I think it was already second quarter. I may be wrong about that, but like I went in and was doing some more stuff, and I feel like it was like less than half an hour later. My coworker's like, "Yeah, they're losing." I'm like, "Yeah, I saw it was like 7-3 last I checked." He's like, "Dude, it's like 21-3 or something." I'm like, what the fuck? They were already in the second quarter when I checked it. I thought maybe I was wrong, but I was like, good lord.
I did tune into that ticket post game show, and there was some.
George Dunham is not a very happy.
No, and that was cool. Him, Donnie, and Jake doing the show, and it was cool to listen to that, and just to hear the way they lost the game, because you can only judge a game so much by its box score.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, but I was looking at, like, man, they ran Zeke a lot. Like, I forget how many times, but, like, hearing how they lost the game and just would refuse to give up on the run, even though they're down, 15 points, and they're down at 18 points at one point, I think. And like, oh, 1st and 10? Well, just hand the fucking ball off. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Do you think
fucking pass it?
The so many interceptions the week before had a...
I don't fucking know what they were thinking.
It was funny to go from stage, because like the first 3 presets are like the ticket, ESPN, then the fan, and it is funny to like cycle through.
Yeah.
And all of them are like, fucking Jason Garrett, man. This fucking guy.
It's just frustrating because... Like, I think Zeke averaged about 3.8 a run, which is not that good. Mm-hmm. But I saw that he had 100 yards. And, like, hearing...
that's a lot.
After hearing what they did and then going back and, like, fully looking at everything, like, what the fuck?
Didn't he...
Run the ball. Pass the ball and just, like, spread out the defense.
Didn't Zeke catch a few passes? I saw him catch at least one.
What was his longest run, do you know?
No idea.
Was it even 10 yards?
But usually when you hear of a team that kind of gives up on the run, your running back will average about that, but he'll have 50 or 60 less yards because obviously it's not working. So you have to go to a different game plan.
Yeah.
It's called like in-game strategy. Hey, this D-line and this front 7 of the defense is fucking killing us. Man, I guess we should like spread them out or something. What do you think? Nah, let's fucking keep going. Let's keep putting Zeke into a fucking brick wall.
Yeah, well, he'll get it eventually.
We had 2 starting tackles out, which is no big excuse, but like your 2 most important offensive linemen are out. Get the fuck out of there. Go to shotgun. Hey, Dak's got legs. Run him. Why was Devin Smith inactive when you had 2 other wide receivers down?
No dashboard punching on this trip?
Now that I have a little bit of energy, like, yeah, it's just frustrating.
Yeah, it was the same thing as the week before. It was just kind of like when you look at the score, you're like, oh man, that sucks they lost, but it wasn't like a blowout. But then you're like, it kind of was. Like, they did all their like. I feel like the opposing teams did all their homework up front, and then fucking they just tried to play catch up the whole time, and it just did not work. But I didn't get to see any of the game. Last week's game I saw, but it was very disappointing.
Yeah, but hey, those Jets uniforms, they're nice. But I think they were in all white, right? That's not a very good look. Me. It's cool when they have the green or the offset like green and white tops.
Looks
or
like
vice versa.
UNT baby, yeah.
And then that old cool Jets logo with like the little bit of hint of a jet wing and the T.
This is
Oh,
kind
that's
of
good.
a
That's
weird
good
mascot. Just a jet.
Why?
I don't know. It just seems kind of like. I mean, I guess jets are cool, but I don't know, it just
They can
seems
take down a tiger
like.
and a cowboy.
That's true. It
More
just
ways than one.
Seems like cars. We're the Denton cars.
Or they did in Chevelles.
Like I guess
What about the Houston Texans?
No, that's just weird. But it makes sense. Although they have their logo is kind of weird, right?
It's like a cow thing.
Cow with the star eye.
Yeah, it's like a Texas flag cow.
Like
big cow state, I guess we are. I guess.
steers and what was the other thing?
I'm not.
Beers. That's what it was. Steers and beers. We love to drink. But don't you think the Texans are due for a uniform change? I mean,
I don't know. I kind of like them.
but I mean, like time wise, like they don't have that built-in like timeless uniform because they were established in like 02.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, every
So
team
they have to switch it up.
every team that's established late, I still see their uniforms as like arena football uniform. I don't know. I just still haven't got. It's gonna take
Yeah.
like 30 to 40 years for me to be like, all right.
It's cool that the Texans stick with the, they're Texans, so they can't have like black and yellow and gold, but they have the red, white, and blue. But that blue's a little too dark, don't you think?
A little bit.
But you can't be the Cowboys, and you can't pop that blue to have like a Cowboys blues. But
It could be
I
red,
don't know.
white, and powder blue,
like the Chargers.
or
Boy, speaking of the Chargers, yikes!
no bueno.
They're like 2-4,
Hey man, they'll turn it around. We'll turn it around.
maybe. But do you think Phillip Rivers just doesn't have?
Here it comes.
You think he's just like lost energy because he's
pumping
always
out his
fucking,
kid.
That sounds
always fucking. He's probably on like kid 10 right now, while kid 9 is still kind of in
Isn't
there.
that crazy that he
Just really
had,
wants to have one real bad.
like he has a football team.
You're right.
At one point, there's going to be too many men on his field.
He's gonna have fucking water boys,
Golly, man.
or water women. Like, well, he's gonna have water people.
You gotta think. You gotta think one of them. You think one of them will be a professional athlete?
I don't think so.
No.
I just.
What
don't.
if they're all just shitty? They're like man? What if they're the next generation of Kardashians? It's like one's gonna blow up, and they're like, "Oh, we should give you all a reality show," and then the people are just like, "This family is nuts, man."
I don't think that's the kind of family that would do in a reality
hope
show.
not.
But hypothetically speaking, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I wonder how many. Wonder what the boy to girl ratio is.
That's kind of what I was wondering, if it's half and half, or if it is. He's got to have some girls in there. That would be crazy if he could have a football team. I mean, he
You
has
say
more.
girls can't play football. If he had the simple answer would have been like, yeah, they could play.
I mean, I
They'd
guess.
make great cornerbacks.
I mean, they'd be
That backup speed.
probably better than the Chargers. Ow! Yow! That's
Okay,
an old picture. There's only 8 kids there or something.
Man, it looks like mostly girls, eh?
1, 2, 3,
Say one,
4,
2
5,
boys?
6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's 9 there. Is that 9?
2 to 7.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, shit. He's fielding a softball team, eh?
Yeah. What are you saying? Guys can't play softball?
They can, but girls are just way better at it.
Are they though?
That underhand pitching? Are you kidding?
I would like to see a men's softball. I mean, you know what's really weird? I always thought
They
it
don't
was,
do that kick-ass wind-up.
I always
that
thought it was
the
strange
ladies
because
have.
like work leagues, it's always softball. Like even dudes I know that have been on like work league, it's
Yeah,
always.
because
But
that's
why is that?
Because it's like softball is fun. I mean, there's athleticism involved, but I mean, you don't want a 50-year-old out there throwing his shoulder out trying to pitch overhanded, like pitch a fastball inside on some dude.
You don't hurt yourself doing the. Why do they do the underhand thing?
Because it's more of a lax sport.
Man,
Are you talking about
I
why?
feel like you're trying to be cool, but I feel like you might be.
Are you
offending
talking
some
about
other people.
just a rec league of dudes playing softball, or just a mixed league
Yeah,
of
actually,
men and women?
both, I guess. Yeah, just a
Intramural?
rec league of.
Yeah, I mean,
It
it's
seems
more.
weird. Like,
the
why do
point
they-
is more fun. It's not like.
You can't. But that's what I'm saying, though. So you're saying softball is a more lax sport that's more fun for.
I'd rather play softball.
Non-athletic
You got
people?
an extra outfielder.
Pitch
got
underhanded.
Well, see, I didn't know
the bases
that.
are in closer.
You
The
can do
pitching
slow
mounds.
pitch if you want.
Yeah, slow pitch all the way and just have fun.
So you're saying women are better at all of those things than dudes?
Yeah, I mean they're better at like the fast under pitch.
But I don't.
I've never seen a guy do that. Have y'all?
I feel like
Where it looks like their arms about to fly that way.
I wonder, how do they pitch in cricket?
I think underhanded. Sort of the same style of. I don't know if they can wind up as much because I don't think it's really called for. But
Yeah.
I don't know anything about cricket.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
IDK and IDC.
That means
that,
I don't
buddy?
care, right?
Yeah, I didn't make that up. Probably it's probably out there. I'm sure it is.
It's not as flashy as IDK.
Yeah, I feel like it should be though. IDC.
IDGAF.
Because a lot of people like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that took it.
The K in IDK really pops in the text. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
IDC seems like you're like, is that the company you work for, or is that like a? It just seems.
Independent Dick Carnival.
No, that's actually a Butthole Surfers album.
That's that would be a clown posing or a clown fronted acid rock. No, I don't know.
Oh, you're trying to make a.
I'm trying to do.
You got the punchline already. You're trying to work backwards and. Get
On the fly too.
a cover band. Yeah, we're not. I'm not. This is gonna be like 10 minutes of silence of me being like, no, it's gonna be a clown. No.
Maybe I'll workshop it on break, and then just whip it out for the final joke.
Okay.
Because I was lazy. Obviously, I didn't do any research on anything.
Whoa.
Not even jokes.
Is that
You should have seen us last week. We used a dad joke generator.
Fuck yeah.
Not we. I
he.
had nothing to do with it. But okay. Just for the record, I'm looking at a Christmas card. That's a funniest making a joke because it looks like not a kindergarten class maybe, but
Oh yeah, definitely a kindergarten class. Except that's a lot more people than a kindergarten class.
but that's his family. Those are all those people. That's his whole family. My question
That's
is,
probably his brother.
so he's pretty rich, right?
I would imagine so.
Do you think any of those kids share a room? Probably not.
You think he's got him like doubled up?
Do you think one? Well, that would imagine if you're like multimillionaire, you got 9 bedrooms,
Ugh, sorry.
but there's however many kids. It's like two
Nah.
kids have to bunk up in one bed. That would suck because you're like, God, we got so many rooms in this house.
One of them
But
should be out
I'm
of
in
the
the
house
one-
soon.
Really?
I think their first one was born like while he was still in college, and that was
makes
like
sense.
I think he was drafted in like 03 or 04.
You know what I kind of like about him though is I feel like even if he wasn't an NFL quarterback, I think he would still have 9 kids,
Oh yeah,
which
Yeah.
is funny.
For sure.
he's a very religious driven dude.
He's not Mormon though, right? That's what people always say about Mormon, but I don't think he's Latter-day Saints.
No, I think he's a good old Christian boy.
Just plain simple Christian.
I think he's from North Carolina. Funny
No kidding.
enough.
He's probably a Baptist. Southern Baptist. I don't even know what Southern Baptist means. Is there like a Northern Baptist?
Sure.
Is that a thing that exists?
They're Catholic.
Fucking A, bro. Shoulda known. Shoulda known.
Yeah.
No birth control.
Yeah.
I mean, my grandparents, well, I mean, my whole family's Catholic, but my grandparents only had 5 kids, so I guess they were kind of slacking, huh?
They pull out every once in a while and then
They
prayed
had
about
like a rhythm.
went to
I don't wonder-
They went to confession for pulling out.
I think that's what I'm thinking. I think it would be.
They could be a timing thing.
I think it would be.
Just cracked myself up there. Sorry.
But I think you're right, though. I think that would be
No
seen in
constitute
the
as
eye
a
of the-
sin.
I personally like. I feel like
Spilling your seed all over the floor.
I feel like if-
tainting
if
it.
The floor. It's on her chest, bruh.
I feel like if that's what you believe, if I was like hardcore into it, that's the way I would feel about it. It's like, yeah, if this isn't going on to make a baby. Like,
I feel like
there's no, hey, let's just do it in the butt. We're married. It's not a sin. I'm like,
There's-
I feel like that
Jesus.
still
There's probably
doesn't.
a Bible
Anal
passage
virgin.
about like spilling your seed in places other than the vagina.
No, there's
all that.
definitely one.
That was written by Luke on acid or
No dick
whatever.
sucking. Because I'm pretty sure, like, I think oral sex is considered sodomy too. So I'm pretty
Yes.
sure
Really?
you can't,
Yes.
yeah.
Good
Legally
God.
too.
Sodomies.
Like anything that is not vaginal intercourse is considered sodomy.
So surely in the 50 years that they've been married, That was an over-exaggeration, because he's not even 50.
No, he's never got his dick sucked.
Because I know he's never. I know, like, they have not strayed. I'm willing to bet the house that they have not strayed from that marriage. But it'd be juicy if, like, in a few years she came out. It turns out she has, like, she ends up having more kids. But anyway,
That would be.
do you think there was, like, there's been a moment in their long marriage that they sort of look around, all 12 kids are in bed? Another exaggeration.
It's not that big of an exaggeration.
All
though.
6 kids are in bed. They sort of look over their shoulders, like, oh, honey, it's quiet. I've heard about this oral sex thing. They've had, like, half a cup of wine.
Baby, what are you talking about?
Hey, you get frisky on
I
me,
know
honey.
he's not that southern, but he's pretty southern.
Most of the like Catholic women, at least that I've met, they aren't prudish about most of anything. They're actually some of the more sexual women than I've encountered.
Well, see, that's the thing is I don't know. Like, it's hard to judge because it's like some people identify with a religion, but I don't know that they necessarily represent it well, or if they even think they represent it well.
Yeah, who knows?
Because, I mean, I wouldn't call myself... I was raised Catholic. My family might be disappointed, but, like, I feel like I wouldn't identify as Catholic. But they'd be disappointed at that. But it's like, well, I'm also, like... You'd be disappointed if I was representing myself as Catholic because I'm not a good one. So
That
it's
seems
like I
like-
don't want to call myself... I'm bad at it.
It
so.
seems like such a bummer, though. Like, there's so many fun things to do, like, sexually. Why would you just restrict yourself to...
Because the Lord, man, said not to.
There's fun things to do that's not sexual, too, Smile. You ever think about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Go
eat
on.
popcorn together and
Yeah.
watch a rated R movie.
Yeah, put the baby to bed. Take it to the park, maybe.
No,
Ooh.
thank you.
Hey, what about hand jobs? Can she pull the popcorn trick on old Phil
I
one
feel
night?
like it... And this could be... Well, the thing is
Well,
that...
what's wrong with that? You're
I-
pumping iron.
Well, here's the thing.
Got the shake weight.
Is that I'm pretty sure that if it's not for making a baby, it's probably frowned upon. But I know for a fact that there are other like I remember hearing on a Kevin Smith podcast, and he said, as far as he knew, and he even went to Catholic school and everything, that like that stuff is allowed because you're married, it's under the sanctity of marriage. But I'm like, I don't think that's right. But
He was just trying to justify it.
I mean, maybe, but I don't even know
I
if
don't
he's.
know.
But it's just I don't think. Like I say, if you're gonna go, you can't half commit. You can't be a vegan and be wearing leather shoes around.
Sure you can.
You can't be hardcore.
Happens all the time.
You can't be hardcore Catholic and be getting fucking hand jobs. I don't know. Just you're either fully in.
You can't
or
be a
out.
Catholic priest and not
Yeah.
molesting kids, am I right?
Hey man, more teachers fuck kids than priests, but everyone's sending their kids to public schools, aren't they?
I wonder how many cases of,
They do get in trouble though. That's the thing with priests. They don't really
yeah, they just hide behind that religious
get them
cloak.
another town. Get them to another town.
How many teacher-student sex things do you think were going on at our school? Or have we thought about this?
Man, I would love to know that.
I think there was one.
There's
I
gotta
think
be.
there was
Do
at
you know
least,
who? I don't know.
I
who
think we watched some CSI in their class.
Oh, you're probably right.
I think,
I don't remember that guy's
but
name.
something
Oh, I
tells,
do.
but something tells me that he just liked the thrill of flirting with the young girls during class.
Yeah, I could.
I couldn't
see.
he seemed like too nice of a guy to, but then again, you throw that front on,
Some girls are dangerous, man.
and then he tries to pull some stuff after school special.
The Christ tempted him, and I don't know if he.
And there was another guy who taught driver's ed,
you just taught
part-time.
drivers.
and I think he might have been doing stuff, but he liked to tell funny jokes.
I don't know the guy you're talking about. We'll have to talk about.
Here's
that
an
off.
example of one of his great jokes. Why do gorillas have big nostrils?
Why do gorillas have big nostrils? So that they can hold their bananas there.
Big fingers.
Oh, that's pretty. That's just an observation. I don't even know if that's a joke.
Because they don't pick their nose, do they? Gorillas?
I bet they do.
Yeah, they got it.
They,
you
pick,
think-
they pick bugs out of their crotches. Surely
Do you
they
think
pick
they're
their
as
fucking
abrasive
noses.
about it as Will is when he's out in public? I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm
you're
just
not.
fucking-
You're not kidding.
I saw
You're
him
not
do it
kidding.
once while we were at a restaurant out there. That's it.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
But sometimes, man, you get that bug that's right on the cusp of like getting right under your fingernail and getting yanked out. You got to go all in. Who cares?
yeah, but
Who cares? Like Who's looking?
Yeah, but
doesn't matter. Gotta get it.
What's funny is everyone at the restaurant's probably done it. They all like that sensation, especially when it's a stringy one and you kind of feel it unwind coming out of your.
No,
like,
then it's too messy.
Boy.
It needs to be completely dry.
But everyone at that restaurant's also going to be like, they're going to act like, I've never done that before.
Oh, how dare him? How dare you?
But it is a little weird. Just go to the bathroom, or I don't know.
Yeah, but you're in the middle of a chew.
Yeah, but you would think that he has a booger
Chew.
problem. I wonder if he's got a booger problem.
He's got dry nose.
Is it dry, or would dry nose be that? Wet nose?
That's doesn't a lot of nose hair manufacture boogers because all the dust. And
I bet he's got a lot of
dirt.
nose hair. I bet he's got a lot of nose hair.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably safe. Probably pretty safe having a lot of nose hair.
Yeah, you're not supposed to trim it too much, or else
Yeah, that's
you'll
what I was-
let too much stuff in.
When I see people doing the wax thing where they put the wax in there and then like
Heyo.
yank it out and
what
stuff.
the fuck? Are
You haven't
serious?
seen that? It's almost like they plug their nose with like this wax kind of gel.
No.
It's got like stick on it, and then they like
Nah,
straight up
bro.
pull
No
it
way.
out. And that's what I'm thinking. Like,
Nah.
I bet it feels kind of cool and refreshing, but at the same time, I'm like, I think that's supposed to be there.
Yeah, they're there for a reason.
I feel like you're kind of like, because like I say, it feels refreshing, but you're also like, all right, germs and horrible stuff, just
Come on in.
go straight to my brain and fucking. But I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah, I've
I'm not a
definitely-
doctor. I don't know if you guys know that.
I've
but.
trimmed my
Shit.
nose hairs too short before, and definitely it's weird. Like you get like nose tickles and.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Like
Mm.
stubble in your nose
Uh-huh.
too. Ugh. Yeah, dude. I'm never fucking. I'll do the pop the occasional hair out, but
Yeah, if it's visible, it's gone.
yeah, but I ain't.
I
But-
don't know. I don't mind a little blast. Just a little.
Little blast.
Yeah.
Another scary thing is that those circular things that you stick up there that
Oh, the electric like.
yeah, the trimmer.
Yeah.
Good God. Could
Yeah,
you
those-
imagine if
Steven
like
had one of those and they were kind of.
just pulling one out makes my
Oh, it
eyes
doesn't
water.
Maybe the battery's
Really?
maybe
No,
the battery's a
it's-
little low.
It's totally painless.
Yeah, what if it gets what if like a
It-
really long one gets tangled
It's
up
like
in
a
there?
it's like a grinder, so it just like chews the hair, like it just immediately zaps it, like it's gone. Like you
I
don't,
just feel like it might like grab one, just enough, and then it like just spins your nose.
I mean, it doesn't feel any worse than taking an electric razor to your face.
Sometimes, I mean, I've had an experience where, like, you know, it might grab a hair a little bit. Not like it's, you know, well, I'm never doing this again kind of sensation, but, you know, I think that hair needs to be there.
I just you got the thing up in there and then like, oh God, it hurts, and then like all of a sudden you're like
That nose is just winding up around.
you're a skeleton. You got
Yeah, you know, you're not
Peels
scared
your
of that
face off?
happening? Yeah.
No.
No, just your whole body skin off.
Mm.
Just like,
But it's just it's hanging off your neck, and you're like, oh my God, you gotta fix this. You have to like unwind it, and then like kind of put your face back on. It's like, oh God, now my hair's out of place. Like, you just like, I'll
Gotta
just
fix
cut.
your cheeks.
And then you just decide to just cut your head off, and you know, you take it to the nearest plastic surgeon. It's like,
man,
hey,
can you
man,
cut your own head off?
I'm pretty sure you can. Hey, our boy from Dumb and Dumber, like,
Slit his own throat.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, Jim Carrey cut his
Cole loves
fucking head
that
off?
story.
Yeah.
I just picture him with a cigarette, and he's like,
Oh, well,
he's
I
got
think
the
the-
cigarette next to the
Maybe
wound.
if you had a chainsaw, he could do it.
You gotta be quick. I don't think that's quick enough. I think you would
Yeah, I
get
don't
like
think it
halfway
is.
through. You would have to be a guillotine. Then you pull the
What
lever.
if
that's
you
the only
laid
way.
on your side and just held the chainsaw and put like some pressure on it, and then just let gravity take over?
I feel like it would just get it halfway through. Well, I mean, maybe eventually, but I just feel like there'd be a lot of rocking.
Or what
It's
if you
good that we're
created
filming
like
so
a
I can-
pulley system that like cinches up like
God.
like a winch?
What if you get a chainsaw
Okay.
guillotine? Chainsaw guillotine.
Chainsaw guillotine?
Yeah, and that counterweight could be super heavy or something to where it just like. Oh man, because that would be funny because I feel like it would hit your neck. It would hit your neck.
I'm sure my face is just like in amazement, like, oh wow.
It would hit your neck really fucking hard, and then just.
Jeez.
Well, if you made it really, made the blades really sharp, made them extra pointy.
Dude, I want to see a movie so bad with the chainsaw guillotine in it.
I'm sure they're out there. I'm surprised you haven't seen one in all the horror movies you watch or the weird stuff.
I don't think so. Circular saw might be more efficient, actually.
Yeah, but that's.
Ooh, how about ram your head into a table saw? or go sideways in on the table, so like you're down. But except you got to remember to take that sensor off, the one that won't let the hot dog get cut.
Yeah.
Just disable that thing.
Golly, I still wouldn't, even with that sensor. I don't think that's like a jackass kind of stunt that I'm not doing that, dude. I don't care.
What if there's a way you could throw your body perpendicular to the saw, like saw's going, and you have to throw yourself just perfectly to glide over that saw, and then you're just like, did I do it? But then your head's just on the table. No, man, I'm kind of borderline obsessed with what the body can do after its head's gone. Because I think snakes can go a while.
Yeah.
Because of their digestive system or something. But I just imagine a human, Ichabod Crane shit. He's just oh god, a fucking head.
I did watch.
There's a huge display at the Kroger of a fucking headless fucking horseman on a beer thing. I'm like, God, that's fucking creepy.
I did
dude.
watch one of those
awesome.
Those cartel execution videos.
Oh god.
Yes. I like how we're all imagine it was a chainsaw. Whoa, you're looking at the real thing.
Those are innocent
We're just having
people.
fun.
But
having those fucked up things done
You're
to
involved
them.
in the cartel, man.
I
You're
didn't
not
like.
innocent.
I didn't.
Well,
I
yeah,
wasn't
I
even-
didn't mean to say that.
I don't remember if I made it through the whole thing, but I don't remember exactly. I feel like the body just fell over. But it was basically dude borrowed some money from the cartel. It's a very small amount of money too. I think it was $100 or something, and didn't pay him back. So they cut off his uncle's head in front of him with a chainsaw.
At least it's not his own head.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well, no, they killed him afterwards.
we
Yeah,
need
they
like a-
decapitated him after he watched.
That's why we need the
$100.
Yeah.
guillotine thing. So it would be quick, because I feel like a chainsaw, it's oh, you're gonna have time to die. There's no gonna be oh, he got up and walked a step and fell
But
after his head was
the
off.
chainsaw death is about as brutal as you would think it is. But
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
really. I wasn't seeking this out. Don't think that I'm
Whatever, dude.
a super crazy person. Some guys at work just kind of threw it in my face.
And you're like, hey man, I'm gonna take this to the bathroom and probably jerk off a little bit, so I'll be back.
Jeez.
Well, Shaolin Cowboy, his weapon is this huge staff that has these little, they almost look like brakes on a motorcycle, but they control chainsaws on the other side. And granted, that's a comic book, but the shit he does in that book is fucking awesome with
Can do
those
that.
things. Chainsaws as weapons are pretty fucking awesome.
wish
Have you
they
seen
could-
people juggle chainsaws?
Yeah.
Bro. Jesus. Sweaty palms, man. Sweaty
Yeah.
palms.
Well, they take the blades off, don't they?
I mean, yeah, well, maybe. I bet some of them don't. I bet if you go to the right circus, maybe they don't. I don't know.
Gotta be down in Mexico.
But even twirling a knife and stuff, I'm like, oof.
Yeah, even doing just the game. I'll do
Dude,
that
there's a
so
video.
slow.
I think it's funny. I think the guy's name is Rusty Cage, but he has a YouTube video. He's a YouTuber, and he has a knife game where he starts off with 1 spin, then 2, then 3, then 4, and then he does this song with the knife game, and it gets pretty fucking intense, and it's scary. But he shows his hands, I think before or after, all the practice, and they look pretty beat up. He
Small.
definitely was a guy that didn't I'm just gonna keep doing this till get really good and make a cool YouTube video.
Should I do it right now?
Yeah, you can do it. But he does it weird though, because he doesn't I would always, if I try to do it, just go between the fingers. But he hits by the thumb, then goes on the other side. Hits by the thumb, goes to the index. Hits by the thumb, goes to the middle.
Don't
He
stab
does
up
a
my
weird.
tape.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a problem. You remember what movie was it? Alien.
Aliens.
Alien.
Bishop does it with Bill Paxton's hand.
He does it really fast.
Yeah.
But
And he nicks himself too.
He didn't stab him. Never mind.
I feel like they do that a
But Bill
lot.
Paxton freaks out. He's like, ah!
Game over, man.
I thought for some reason someone got stabbed right through the palm.
I feel like there's a movie where I'm sure there's probably lots of movies where so it's I could see a total cartel situation where they're like, give me my money, man.
Oh,
And then
God.
boom, or a hammer. Who was the hammer? Was that Casino where they did a hammer to the hands?
Oh yeah, they took him out in
It's
the
been a while.
took him in the back room. Yeah, because he was trying to, I don't know what the term is. He was counting cards
Oh,
or
yeah.
doing something.
Cheating.
Man, we need to make a
Yeah.
a super cut of just violent scenes in
No, we
movies.
don't. Oh, in movies. Okay.
Be like a 18-hour YouTube video of just every.
They're totally out there.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Totally.
I wonder how long I could last. What's funny is they're all movies, but just the fact that you're just watching, like, yeah, here's a 15-second clip from Casino where a guy's getting his head in a vice, and like all those kind of scenes just throughout movie history.
If there's a 10-hour clip of Dave Grohl yelling fresh pots,
Okay, that's
there's
true.
got to be something like that out there. Because, boy, I got through about 5 minutes, and that's about all I could take.
It's just him, fresh pots, fresh pots.
Yeah. He's
Wow.
like opening, it's that, I'm
Yeah.
not going to describe it. I'm
Wow.
not going to do it very well.
10 hours?
Dude, it's long.
Yeah.
It's an ungodly amount of time. It's almost like torture. What I wonder if it was made for torturing.
It might have, that would be funny if it's like the Taliban put stuff up there like, it would be funny if that's how they're exchanging videos. Like, yeah, put up a cool YouTube video if you get anybody that you need to.
Search Dave
Get-
Grohl, Fresh
yeah,
Pots Loop.
They hate it, man. Americans hate it. But there is that, I actually put it on the Joe Pera Talks You to Sleep show on Adult Swim. And I'm assuming, I don't know this, but I'm assuming it was just like one of those 10 or 11 minute shows, and it was maybe just every episode ever, but it was
Yeah.
like 10 hours long, and it's kind of nice to put you to sleep. Although you woke up and you're like, what the fuck, turn this off.
Yeah. You guys want to take a break?
Yeah. Damn
You
it.
know what? No, I don't. You guys go. I'm going to stay here.
All right, cool.
We'll be right back.
I love seeing his reaction when you're not paying.
And we're back.
We are.
We're back.
Yo, did you get new art? Wait, is that old?
Which one?
The one I'm pointing at, far left?
That's my grandpa's painting.
Okay.
I picked it up. I don't remember if I told you about that trip. I went to go help my grandma clean out their house because she got moved into an assisted living place. And that was in the garage. I got another one in my room. It's like a church with a...
In my room.
With a steeple and open it up. There are all the people.
It's got like a little graveyard in front of it.
Oh, that's
Ah, cool.
okay. That's very pleasant.
But I like that one because there's a pie on the shelf there, cooling. But the
Bottom
perspective,
left?
yeah, the perspective is off, so it looks like a cookie. My grandma made fun of my grandpa for that.
Yeah, he's got to look at his that'd be like 1 point perspective, I believe. I have 2 books on it.
Because other than that, the painting's like pretty good, but that pie thing is kind of weird looking.
That would be funny if it's a
Yeah.
pie leaning up, like if it was placed there and leaned up against the windowsill, and he's like, it's actually 100% accurate. I have the picture right here, and you're like, oh, holy shit, it is. Because I've seen pictures,
Yeah.
because I follow a lot of comic book artists, and I've seen pictures that they'll share that, like, they're real pictures for reference, but they just don't look right.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, holy fuck. It's like, so you did do it right. It just looks weird in real life.
But I didn't have any of my grandpa's art. He did a lot of painting, and I felt like I should have at least a couple of things.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty awesome.
We're looking at a window view of a nice stream going into a mountain range.
Yeah, and there's like a little cabin.
Did he make this
Barn.
up in his head, or is that a real view from his house?
I don't know. I think some of them were like the church was like an actual church that they used to drive by a lot.
That's a tiny pie, too.
But,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like a chicken pot pie, like a frozen chicken pot pie.
Ooh, shit.
But I don't know if he actually saw that. I mean, they lived in all different parts of the country, so it might have been something out of his head, or he might have just made it up. But he did a lot of. He was big into like mountains and trees and stuff.
I mean, it looks pretty good. Like, yeah. I mean, I couldn't fucking do that.
And speaking of chicken pot pies, we went to a. It wasn't called like Hot Clucks, or it was a hot chicken place that served chicken, and they had a specific type of or spices.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it must have been like their own house stuff.
Yeah.
Tony, what's that guy's name?
Tony Robbins.
Tony Satchery,
Is that
the Cajun stuff.
Yeah, Satchery, is that his name?
I think that's how you say it.
Sorry.
Anyway, like it's recommended that you wash your hands before and after eating at this place because I think their less spicy stuff is still got a little bit of a zing to
I
it.
hate those places.
But anyway, I got the chicken pot pie, fucking terrific.
Really?
It was so big, and like it was about a splash symbol maybe, about that big.
Wow. It's like a pizza pie.
It was pretty big. Then when you said small pie, chicken pot pie, I was like, oh, fuck. I got to tell you about this bomb-ass chicken pie I had out there. It's so fucking good.
I wish I loved pot pie more than I do. It always sounds so good. I just don't like it as much as I should. I don't know.
Can I ask why? Because it's
Maybe-
heaven right there.
Well, that's true. I mean, I was going to say, typically when I get it, it's a frozen pot pie. Those probably aren't the best. But, I mean, a lot of people that like pot pie still like frozen pot pies. So
Yeah, I'll get down on a frozen pot pie, but you know, there's always a lot of risk involved with cooking a chicken pot pie because I mean you don't want to burn it,
yeah.
but you don't want to have sloshy. Actually, I kind of like the sloshy stuff, but you rarely get because if you have sloshy, what is it called? The breading.
Yeah, the breading.
Most likely
Dough.
the dough. If you have sloshy dough in your microwave chicken pot pie, all the other goodness is not going to be cooked as well.
Okay.
But since this was like pro shit, the top was golden brown and everything was just perfect.
I mean, that sounds great. I think it's just it's kind of like chicken spaghetti. I don't hate chicken spaghetti, but anytime I have chicken spaghetti, I'm like, God, I really wish this was just regular spaghetti.
Oh my God, what's wrong with you?
So that might be, yeah. My sister prefers chicken spaghetti to regular spaghetti. I'm like, you're a fucking psychopath because that's fucking crazy.
I haven't had chicken spaghetti in many, many years, but when I
I feel like a beef stew pot pie, which I know they have those. I'm like, I might like maybe that's my because the fucking liquid in chicken pot pie just looks like cum. I'm like, guys, this looks like cum.
Oh my gosh.
You don't like the gravy?
Maybe that's what it is. I'm not a gravy guy. I will do it, but it's just not like if it's not there.
don't
I'm
like
not like
moist
people are like,
meats?
oh, biscuits gravy. I'm like, I'm fine with just a biscuit, man. I don't need the fucking gravy. Like, calm down.
What about turkey pot pie, or is it the same thing? No matter, it's just the insides of the pot pie.
Yeah, they're never bad. They're just in my head. I'm like, man, I could really go for one. Then I get it, and I'm just like,
Do you think a pot pie mom and pop shop would thrive around here?
Maybe.
Because you don't.
Maybe like a food truck.
I want to start a food truck, just pot pies.
Yeah.
just pot pies. Call it mom and pop pie.
Man, too bad we recorded it. Someone's gonna fucking take it.
Take it. Hey, it's copyright.
But
TMR.
But anyway,
Arm
what
circle.
better food to eat while coming off of a night of drinking than a pot pie? You've got protein, you've got veggies, you've got dough to soak it all in.
Yeah.
It's everything right there. You can eat half of it, be stuffed.
That sounds good.
Wake up in a few hours. You can eat it fucking cold if you want.
Well,
or
I
pop.
wouldn't go like that, but
Yeah, I probably wouldn't either.
have you ever
That's
eaten
weird.
cold pot pie?
No.
Okay.
I've never eaten cold pie. It's always been nice and moist and warm. You know what I mean? But yeah, pot pie. If you're out there, whoever's listening,
We're gonna set up a PO box and send all your pot pies to us.
You might be able to find a place that makes a good pot pie, though. I wonder if like they do it at what's that place?
I believe there's a cotton patch on University now.
Yeah, I went there the other night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got the fried chicken.
I thought you were gonna say chicken pot pie. Chicken fried chicken.
yeah, I mean, pot pies are good. I've never had a bad pot pie like in a restaurant, so I'm gonna have to start hitting on all the pot pies, like Cracker Barrels. I'm sure Grandy's has one.
There ain't no Grandy's here
Grandy's
anymore.
ain't here anymore. It's not even out there where I live.
Don't
now.
fucking bring it up, dude.
Yeah, you got Chicken E and Zaxby's.
Nah, it's
and
not the fucking same, man.
They have a Zaxby's?
Don't they have a Zaxby's somewhere around here?
How did I know?
Probably. Dude, Razor Ranch off University's got like Cotton Patch Cafe. I'm like, God, they got so much shit that I don't even know is here.
Yeah, well, I found out, and I was like, I gotta go. I love Cotton Patch.
Hell yeah.
I've been there
So do
once
I.
in Longview.
I used to go. That was like a regular thing. Like after church, we always go. She was good, but now their menu's like crazy. They have all kinds of shit. They have chicken fried bacon.
Ugh.
I don't even know what that means.
That's too much.
I know.
Why are things chicken fried? Like, is it just a specific way that chicken is fried, different from other things?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chicken breading.
That sounds dumb, but I was just like,
Yeah,
why isn't it just fried
Sure.
bacon? Why is it chicken fried bacon? I don't understand.
Spruce up the name, maybe.
Just the.
But yeah, I think it's the way that it's breaded and then the way that it's fried. Because that's why there's chicken fried chicken. Because typically fried chicken is bone in, but chicken fried chicken is a boneless chicken breast. So I'm guessing you had chicken fried steak first, and then they decided to take the boneless chicken breast and fry it like you would a chicken fried steak or chicken.
Okay.
Bone in.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, growing up, I thought chicken fried steak was chicken.
Me too.
I think I just never questioned. I'm like, yeah, this is good. I'm like, that's not chicken, right? I'm like,
I think
shit, you're right. Yeah, I guess it's not, huh? I never
Was
really
your
thought about
mind
it.
blown whenever you saw a menu with chicken fried steak and chicken fried chicken? You're like, God damn it, what the fuck do I
Man,
get?
I wish I could remember the moment where I pieced it together.
Both.
Because I'm pretty sure I probably pieced it together and like didn't bring it up at the table. I'm like,
Oh, yeah, it's one of the things you keep to yourself.
Yeah. Shit, I love steak. Why not get a chicken fried steak? Is definitely not chicken, guys, right? Am I right?
Cotton Patch has got to be our next destination.
All right.
It's been like 4 months since we've done it.
Has it been that long?
Last time was at,
It was quite. Where was it at?
then we went to Will's.
We went to Brisket Burger.
Roadhouse. We had a Roadhouse Smiley's Corner dinner. Smiley's
Yeah, that's
Corner
right.
dinner.
That's right. I was thinking of that place off of,
The brisket burger.
God damn it.
Off of University
Cheddar's.
and 35.
Oh, Cheddar's.
Wasn't Cheddar's a while ago?
Yeah, that was a long time
okay,
ago.
cool. Okay, sorry, time is just flying by.
And it's too bad that Old West closes at like 2. I went there for breakfast yesterday.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Did you ever go to the one right over there?
Yeah.
The Old West?
Uh-huh.
How
Never
long did
been.
you wait?
I think we'd always just kind of play it by ear. I probably definitely like walked out of there like after seeing the line, but the new one, it's in the Black Eyed Pea building.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. Like you go in and like everything just really,
Snappy.
yeah. They do. They do that.
Fucking banana hands.
You're a
just
good snack. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
do it,
Just a big dick hands over here.
They take your order on like a tablet, and I'm pretty sure like our order hit the kitchen like before she even walked away, because like they left and then they like it seemed like they came right back with our food.
Jeez.
Boom, son.
Or they just reheated it really quick.
It was good.
I'm still stuck on this chicken fried bacon because I picture it looking like.
It looks kind of gnarly.
I feel like I'm going to like Chicken Express and I'm like, oh cool, I got it. I'm like, whoa, but the meat is chicken in there or bacon.
Oh, it's not that thick, but I mean it looks like a big strip of chicken fried breading. Like,
Wow.
What if you took a large chicken breast, cut it in half, stuffed it with like 4 or 5 big ass strips of bacon, kind of closed it back up, fried that,
You deserve to die.
and then boom, comes out of the oven, little brown gravy on that bad boy,
well, actually, what
have a
is
couple of biscuits to the side, and just pound it right there.
it? Chicken cordon bleu is
Oh yes.
ham and chicken with like cheese.
So pretty much
Oh,
the
I
same
didn't know
thing.
that.
Yeah,
What's cordon? Is the blue referring to the cheese?
I think so. Maybe it's like stuffed.
Wait, so that school is Le Cordon Bleu.
The cordon bleu.
That's kind of a dumb name for a school if that's clearly I don't know my
Well, you don't.
French. Is that French?
I mean, you're asking a couple of dudes who don't cook, like what cooking stuff is.
Yeah. I just thought, you know,
And then you're ripping a college. You're ripping up a cult
I mean,
culinary school.
But I do wonder if there is like a modified cordon bleu recipe with bacon, probably. Because I mean, it's just
There's
more
gotta
pig.
be.
It's another kind of pig.
just replace everything with.
There's
bacon.
got to be like a stoner guy who has his own cookbook with just the craziest stuff in it. Like
The Anarchist Guide to Cooking.
well, there's got to be something stuffed with SpaghettiOs that you deep fry it, right? Imagine
Man,
that.
now I'm thinking. Oh man.
Like, I don't know what you would put
Oh.
SpaghettiOs in and not make this messy fucking thing. but-
There's a guy that I watch on YouTube. He recreates dishes from like television shows and movies.
I think I've heard of this, but I've never actually watched any of the
But
videos.
just based on the information in the show, he doesn't have any like legit facts about anything most of the time. He just kind of wings it.
It's kind of eyeballs it.
But there's a episode of Always Sunny where they make like it's a pancake filled with like sausage and like bacon or something. It's like a giant pancake, and they roll it up, and then they fry it in butter, and I think they like stuff it with jelly or something.
Okay.
But he made that, and he
I'm
was
talking
like,
about frying bacon with gravy.
I was
Let's
out
stop
when you
here.
said butter.
but he made that, and he was like, yeah, this is kind of whatever. So he made like a better version. That's what he always does. He always like ups the ante and makes like a legit version. So he made like a crazy fucking crepe, and like had all this. He made like homemade like jalapeno jelly.
Does he feed a bunch of people, or does he just like samples it himself? And
Sometimes it's just himself, but sometimes like I remember he made like deep dish pizza, and like he had a bunch of friends like waiting in the next room
he
for
needs
it.
to have like his buddies just eat it right there in front of him and like judge him and make a little nice little panel. They all hold up like 7, 8. Or is
They
that
did. I wonder if it's the same guy. They have a food called Bachelor Chow on Futurama, and it looks like it comes. I'm pretty sure it comes in a dog bag because he eats it
Yeah.
out of a dog bowl. But it's just like dog food for humans.
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of like, man, that sounds appealing. Not, I don't know if it sounds appealing, but I'm like, it just sounds so convenient and nice that I'd be willing to try it. And I don't know what but I saw. I didn't watch the video, but I saw that it existed, and I'm like, oh, holy shit! But I don't know how you would. Because they don't really give a lot of information. Like I say, it's just kind of a joke thing where
Yeah.
he pours it into like a doggy bowl and eats it like cereal. It was
Cool.
Bachelor Chow. But it kind of just looked like, because I'm not going to lie, some dog foods look kind of good.
especially in the commercials?
Yeah, especially in the commercial. I see that. Even those like canned cat. I'm like, God damn, dude. You open that can in front of me, I might want to eat it too.
Fancy feast.
I would
Hey, just-
show up for that.
Just take a dive sometime.
I don't
have
know,
eaten,
man.
I think I've done bacon strips and milk bones. Not that good. Milk bones are very fucking like. I will say this though, I've eaten human food. It's worse than milk bones. So if that says anything, like bacon strips, they don't taste like fucking bacon, man. Like
They sure do smell like it.
they
Last
do.
time I smelled
they do.
one.
They're fucking. Because to me, I was like, "You kidding me? Like this is a bag of bacon. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Like if it's that, it's bacon, 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 bacon." I'm like, I love
It doesn't
bacon.
taste
Like, I'm
like
gonna try this, but
what is it, bacon bites or bacon bits?
I imagine it's probably what vegan food tastes like. Like
They do have vegan bacon.
I don't think I've had that. I know I've had some vegan stuff, but yeah, it's just never really got to
But
reset
I
your
will
palate.
tell you, the wet cat food, like especially if it's fish.
Whoa.
Have you tried it?
No, I've smelled it though.
Oh,
Yeah, the
yeah,
smell will
And
drive you away.
those cats are just like, fuck yeah.
It's
But
crazy.
it's so nasty smelling. Like it just smells awful.
My dog was. What's funny is I feel like my dog growing up was big on it, but I don't know if he was. He was just big on what we had, so it's not really like I'm eating. Yeah, you give me the one thing, yeah. But it was a gravy train, and it was the one that you're supposed to like add water to. And
Oh
it's all
yeah, it
gravy,
makes
and
it
I'm
own
like,
gravy. Yeah.
yeah, this is like a feast for him, but it's probably not. He's probably like, yeah, this is awful, but
This is all I got,
this
man.
is. I'm literally a prisoner in your house. Every time you open the door, I try to run away. You catch me, bring me back, and then you feed me this shit.
Gotta
So,
take
yeah.
what you can get.
Yeah, it's kind of I feel like maybe dogs are hostages.
I don't know. Not all
Nah,
of them.
you feed them, they're in love with you until you stop feeding them. Then they'll just fucking skirt on.
So maybe they're like
they're
homeless people that you're like.
they're
yeah, I'll come
fucking
back to-
freeloaders, just like all all pets are. They're freeloaders.
Yeah, but as soon as
Would
you
you-
open, as soon as you open that door, they're like glad to get out of there.
Boy, I can't wait till my cat does that one day.
Well, my dogs would like run away and then they would come back.
My dog growing up didn't come back. That's why I say that.
Oh.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. You didn't bring it up. I brought it up. So whatever.
do you guys think 5 hot dogs in 1.5 days is too much? Too much hot dog?
Yeah, I'm assuming you've done that.
I want another hot dog kick.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, I'm
What
loving
kind of
it.
hot dogs? Are they
Uh,
all beef?
I think so because I was looking for turkey.
Yeah.
But I was standing in a fucking Target yesterday, all tired, and I could not, for the life of me, find turkey dogs.
Really?
Found veggie dogs, found all that bullshit, and I got a hang fire by the Stones playing, and I'm singing along, and I'm like, man, I need to get the fuck out of here. Because people are looking at me singing the song like all delirious, looking for turkey dogs. I'm looking weird. Actually, that didn't really have a lot of relevance to the story, did it?
Hey, do you guys have turkey dogs? Well, you were asking, well, I feel like I've probably done that before, but it's usually like a chili dog.
How many hot dogs do you eat in a sitting?
2 or 3.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that's too much. A lot of sodium going on.
Who gives a shit, man?
Offset it with water. Right?
Sodium, like, you keep doing what you're doing. We're going to evolve to where, like, sodium... Like,
Well, the
we're
salt will
fucking-
make you retain all the water.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, that's what you want. You want to retain water weight.
I need to...
That's what everyone does, right?
So I just need to go on like a hot dog bender like once every month.
If you want to.
Just chow 'em down.
Hey, man, sometimes I get a hankering, and yeah, it's...
But this time I did it proper and actually got hot dog buns.
Oh, you're not the bread guy?
I used to be the bread guy because I never thought about it.
If I have a loaf of bread, I'm just like, it seems ridiculous to buy hot dog buns. I got a loaf of bread. Well, that's the thing, too, is like chili dogs. Like, I really like laying down the bread, putting the hot dogs on it, and just kind of like, instead of like, I don't like the whole, like, fucking
You
eating
don't?
it like that. I mean, I'll do it, and it's
Suck it out, chili dog.
it's like a
I
51-49
eat
thing.
chili
It's
dogs
like,
with a fork.
me too. Probably
You're some
everyone's...
kind of puss? Jeez,
Well,
guy.
I usually load it up like it's uncontrollable. Like it
Well, I
usually
like it too,
splits
'cause-
the back.
I'm kidding.
'Cause
I
I-
do too.
I
With Sonic dogs,
Well, no, like
all the time with the fork.
well, yeah, you just
Yeah,
about
it's
have
just
to
too much-
because those
too
are
much
just like
mess.
drenched in chili. But if I make them at home, like I get some turkey chili and just like dump it all over the top and some shredded cheese.
That's what I
And
like to do
toast
is
the bun.
I get the bread. You toast the bun. Wow. I just get the bread and I slice 2 dogs in half, so it's just like 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got like 4. It's just like a sheet of meat on there, and then bada bam. And I'm like, I love it.
I didn't want to do it
man, I
before
wanna-
this podcast because I think bad things would have happened. But I did forget that I bought a can of pork and beans, and I got about 3 or 4 hot dogs left. I want to have some pork and bean hot dogs soon, my friends. And I'm not going to go out in public afterwards. I'm going to sit in my apartment and just fart until the next morning.
Pork and beans almost sounds like bachelor chow to me. Like that's what it seems like.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the hot dog bun.
Uh-huh.
I think I may toast them.
Yeah.
I may get fucking wild and
Yeah,
like
toast
toast my
them.
buns.
That's a little nuts.
And then open up the buns. Obviously, I don't really have to cook the pork and beans, do I? If the bun's going to be hot and the hot dog's going to be hot.
I don't know. I think it would be better if it was
yeah,
hot.
I think so.
Okay, but anyways, I'll like cook them up and then lay them out in the bun. Pop the dog on. And then I'm just going.
I'm glad we're not really popular because that would be a meme somewhere that existed on the internet.
Have you guys ever tried pork and bean dogs? It sounds like the best idea ever. I don't know why
Definitely
it's not a
not.
thing.
Definitely not.
Whenever you go to a cookout, you're eating hot dogs, chili or however. Most of the time, you're getting beans on the side. So why not just toss it on?
Yeah, I mean, some people. Well, I was gonna say chili, but some people.
It's a lot of protein.
There's no
though.
beans in chili, fella.
Oh.
Some people.
Well,
yeah.
when I do hot dog chili, I always get the one without the beans just because it's too much stuff.
It is going to be too much stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot going to be happening.
Well, they actually have the. I think they even call it like chili hot dog sauce,
Yeah.
which it's it's kind of funny to me that. I don't know, because it's like, it's next to the chili. You could just get chili, but this is like specifically made for chili dogs. And I'm like, come on, just do whatever you want. But yeah, I usually go no beans. I don't know why, but beans on a chili dog, anyways. I don't really.
Yeah. I like beans and chili.
I mean,
though.
it's kind of the same thing. Like even at a fast food place, it's like I just get whatever they have on the burger.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, "Oh, you like that on your burger?" Like, I didn't even notice it was there. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I don't really think. I just get the number one and whatever they have on it. If they got lettuce on it, yeah, I'll eat the lettuce. If they got tomatoes on it, I'll do it. If they don't, I don't. So same way with chili. If it's got beans, fine. If it doesn't have beans, I'm also fine.
Pickles and onions, mayonnaise or mustard.
Yeah, they always give you the option. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I've always been like, can we do them both?
Throw a little ketchup on there
Living
too.
dangerously.
I did have ketchup on my dogs for dinner today, and I felt I felt great about it.
Dude, I don't remember if I brought this up, but it was the trip to Galveston, like with the family and everything. And I think jokingly, my aunt put ketchup on her dog, and I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was something sarcastic, like, "Man, I can't believe you put ketchup on your dog." And my uncle was like, "Yeah, she's kind of nuts like that." And in my head, I'm like thinking, I was just kidding. I think it's totally cool to put ketchup on your hot dog. I know we've had this conversation
That's
before,
a
but it was
completely
funny.
rational idea.
But to him, it was like, yeah,
You should have stood up for her.
but that's insane.
Like,
Well,
yeah,
it's kind
she
of
does it right.
Yeah, I just let the moment pass.
Actually, that's not the right way because, I can go either way, but yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of go either way too, but I know we've probably had this debate on it. I just don't understand why it's so insane.
I don't know. Because people are such sticklers about tradition and...
But there is no fucking... It's a fucking chili dog, dude.
Right,
like,
it's
let's...
food. I'm sure if I were to bring up pork and bean dog, like someone would have a problem with it somewhere.
It is funny to me that people argue about a hot dog. Like, it's like
That's trash food.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing with, like, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but it's like, is Whataburger better than Burger King or McDonald's? Like, you realize we're talking about fast food burgers right now?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're talking about fast food burgers and which one's better. Because I'm pretty sure you can find a better one anywhere else in those places. Now, don't get me wrong.
Juicy's.
I love all of them, and I've eaten my fair share. But the fact that people are like have this scale of like, I don't know, it's a fast food burger. Like, are we arguing about? Never mind, we do argue about everything. So
yeah,
I don't even have a good
In-N-Out or Shake Shack.
Yeah, it's like, hey, it turns out they're both good.
Steak and shake.
People shit on Burger King a lot, and I'm like,
boy,
those are
you
good.
find a good Burger King
Those are
with
good burgers. This is good burgers.
Flame broiled.
Yeah, not on a bad part of town. I'm going there. I'm going to that Burger King.
There's one near my apartment now, probably less than a mile away. Well, probably about a mile away.
Is
But
it new?
Yeah, they had the little those little triangle flag things,
Oh,
strips.
hell yeah.
One of those kind of things. They had a big giant.
We're open.
Yeah. But it's right next to that 7-Eleven on the corner of Bonnie Bray and
Okay.
University.
Yeah, boom, right there. And I'm like, fuck yeah. I've been there once, so.
Did you get the BK fries? The
That's
chicken
the thing.
fries?
That's the thing is I didn't get the chicken fries, but I was thinking about that on the way home. The whole like tier system for the burgers, and I'm like, all right,
King size.
Burger King to me is a better burger than McDonald's,
Mm-hmm.
but the fries just don't.
That's why you got to go onion rings at Burger King.
Fuck onion rings, dude. I mean, not motherfucker. Man, I'll
Hey,
eat anything.
fuck you.
I'll eat anything, dude. But I don't ever order onion rings. I don't know. It's just weird.
Onion rings at Whataburger they're great, but I'm always feeling left unsatisfied.
I feel like I always get a random onion ring in my fries. It's definitely happened more
Have
than
you ever
once.
gotten a large onion ring?
Maybe I should, but
Yeah. It's a bucket of onions.
shit,
It's a bucket of onions.
Oh.
it's so much heartburn for me.
Now that big cup makes it so those big ones will fall in there very nicely. They'll just
see, I
slide
like-
right in.
I like Burger Kings because they're like yay big. So
Oh,
it feels like
yeah.
I'm getting my money's worth.
You don't like that whole fucking floppy fucking like.
Yeah, trying to drive and eat one of those, like shit. Might as well be drunk.
I'm pretty sure
It's gonna get everywhere, and you're gonna. Yeah, whatever.
Pretty sure my mom loves onion rings because every time, well, I say every time, like probably twice we've gone to Outback Steakhouse, and it's always like
Big.
you can always tell that somebody really wants something. Like, you want an appetizer? Like, no, not really. Like, sure, not even like a blooming onion. I'm like, you recommended that last time we were here too, and we always end up getting it. Like, I know you want.
The blooming onion.
Yeah, we'll get the blooming onion. We can do that. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's
sold
funny
me.
when they're like, "You sure? Blooming onion looks really good." Like, you really want that blooming onion, don't you?
Sure, I'll have a few pieces of the blue.
And it is good. Like I say, onion rings are good too, but I just never. They're one of those things I never think about. Like,
And-
I never.
I had an appetizer the other night. There's something I'd never, like, in a million years would have thought of on my own, like something I wouldn't go after, but it was baked brie. So it's literally like a baked wheel of cheese, and they give you like these little chip things, and there's like
Chip things.
different like jellies and like sauces and stuff. But I don't know, it was fucking delicious.
Was this at Cotton Patch?
No, it
Oh.
was at the
They haven't upped their menu that much.
was it the Keg Steakhouse in I think it's in Irving or Las Colinas or something.
Is the whole
Okay.
jelly cheese thing good? That's
Yeah.
probably a dumb question.
Fucking delicious.
Okay.
I don't know.
I've always seen them like paired together, but I'm like that just seems weird. I think isn't cream cheese big with jellies and stuff like that?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
it just
jelly and cream cheese on like a bagel. It's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it just doesn't
Get
seem
down
good
with
to me.
that.
Actually, it wasn't a chip thing. It was like a little toasted. It was little toasted breads. That's what it was.
I don't think I've ever had a bagel.
Really?
What?
I mean, I think I've eaten a bagel, but not like
With stuff on it?
yeah. Like I don't think I've ever done the proper way that people freak out about bagel.
I mean,
thing.
bagels are fine with just butter on them too.
Or throw peanut butter on
Do we have a
it.
bagel place?
Oh, Einstein. I'm sure there's an Einsteins in this fucking town.
I'm not gonna-
There's probably one up in
Yeah.
Razor Ranch. Get
Yeah, you're
yourself
probably right.
Get yourself a bagel and then go see the Joker again. Speaking of, I gotta get down on that.
I'm gonna
soon.
sneak into a movie with a bagel.
Yeah, and then you're gonna just like walk up to the front of the theater. Everyone's gonna get freaked out, and you start throwing bagels at everyone. Like, oh shit!
everyone.
And it makes a mess, and then somehow you're still the bad guy for trying to provide food to Joker ongoers. Did you give your review of that movie last week?
No, I will say this: the controversy. This is what annoys me about the Joker, is
I
that
didn't
there's
mean to
so
do
much
this.
controversy around it that people think it's like the worst thing ever for incels or straight white males or whatever. Totally overblown.
No
But then
way.
you have people on the other side that are like, dude, it's his greatest performance. It's like a masterpiece of film. All right, let's calm down.
There's got to be a middle ground.
Dude, I'm like, that's what bugs me. I'm like, there's no fucking like, dude, it's a good movie. I think it's a good movie, but like, I don't think it's people. It was funny though, because I heard something about the Academy wasn't considering it, or they weren't going to consider it, or whatever, for certain like violent. That's the whole violence thing and stuff. And it was funny because someone pointed out, like, you gave an Oscar to a movie where a chick fucked a fish. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's just like, I don't know, it's just weird. Like, and that if anyone's like into hyper violent movies and you go see the Joker, I'll let you know you're gonna be let down, because it's not a fucking murder fest of fucking mayhem. Or
It's not a
anything.
Clockwork Orange with Joker.
I don't even think Clockwork Orange is that nuts as far as violence go. I mean, there are violent parts, but like, this isn't. I don't know. People need to fucking calm down. Like, it's not the greatest movie ever
Yeah,
made.
people do need to fucking
And
calm
it's
down.
also not the fucking. It's not the end of the world. This is what I don't get. I might have talked to you about this. I think we talked about it off mic. I don't think I brought it up on mic. But it's funny to me because people are worried about the way he's depicted, the character, how it's going to incite violence. Okay. But whenever a shooter happens and they blame it on video games, you're like, that's ridiculous. I'm like, well, guess what? That is equally ridiculous whenever you're like, people are going to see the Joker and just start shooting up America. I'm like, that's a little dumb. Why don't you blame it on video games? That sounded dumb when they did that, didn't it? Like, it just...
Yeah, it seems like a video game. It's a dumb argument either way, but wouldn't a video game provide a better blueprint than a movie?
Yeah. And this, like I say, he's not, like,
maybe.
good at...
Like as far as like,
Yeah, I think it's always the same thing. It's just like, if these people are gonna do stupid shit and kill people, they're gonna do it regardless.
they don't
Like,
need to be pushed
No.
on or
Hmm.
off the edge by a movie.
Yeah.
And that's what's funny is it basically is like, it kind of inadvertently so, like he kind of becomes the de facto leader of like a movement that takes on the rich and the elite. And I'm like, there's a lot of people in America that like to do that, and they're not cis white male shooters.
Yeah,
so like,
right.
I don't understand. Like, I thought you would like that. I don't know. It's just the
We're all
overreaction of this movie.
confused.
But it really bugs me when I see people like, this is a masterpiece of film. It's an art. I'm going to teach it. I heard a story about some guy that was like some professor that wants to like teach it in his class or whatever. I'm like,
Dude,
fucking like calm. Like it's
jeez.
not.
Get
I,
off
feel,
of
I
it.
almost like I really want to be on an interview show and be like, ask Joaquin Phoenix, like, do you think this is your greatest performance of all time? And maybe he would say yes, but it'd be like, I don't know. I'd be like, dude, I'm still here. Like, You convinced the entire country that you were going to be a
You're a
rapper.
rapper.
Like, how is that not better than this? Like, people didn't even know you were acting. Offset, like, for your entire life. That's nuts to me that people think it's the greatest thing ever. But it was, I remember there was whole people hating on that Captain Marvel movie, and the same time that Alita Battle Angel movie came out, and then it became like this. Just two movies that people wanted to put out, but people were like, oh, well, this one is a female-led movie, but this one's actually a better female-led movie. And then it became this, like, war between the two movies.
Why we gotta fight about that?
Yeah, like, no one really intended, I don't think, that we're making the movies. Like, yeah, we just wanted to make a cool movie. But people were like, oh, don't watch that movie. The Alita's the greatest fucking female-led. I'm like, fucking, you guys are crazy. Both sides, man. They're just fucking overreacting to everything.
I'm going to that mountain range in Vermont, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking stick it up there.
But Joker was a good movie.
Nice. One more question about it. Pretty long one, eh? Or was it?
I think it's like right at 2
Nice.
hours. I think it's like 2 hours and 2 minutes. But it's a good. It's definitely not like a slow burn or anything. But it's a good pace. It's a really good pace. Like everything's kind of gradual and like it's not like a Tarantino thing where you're like, whew, oh. We're finally 2.5 hours in, and shit gets nuts.
You didn't have like an hour and a half of straight dialogue, and then something interesting happens.
Oh, no.
Like every fucking Tarantino movie.
The movie opens up with him getting the shit kicked out of him, so it's kind of like an action scene, so to speak.
Dude, speaking of pace of movies, that El Camino, the Breaking Bad movie, 2:20, and I thought, okay, got a task. It was fine.
Really?
Like, sure,
Yeah.
I looked up and it was like, oh my god, it's 6 o'clock. I mean, I knew what I was getting myself into, but it just picks up. It's just everything. It's like watching a very long and Breaking Bad episode. I give it 1.5 thumbs up, and then on my third hand, 3/4.
Okay, so
I think there could have been a little bit more something and something, but I think someone might be listening who doesn't want me to just give it away. So,
okay, I gotta see it.
and plus, it's pretty fresh. It was last Friday, and I know our reviews on movies are just people wait for them.
Yeah, they're
so.
dying for him.
Did you go to the theater or did you watch it at home?
Nah, I watched it at home yesterday because I heard the Hard Line were going to review it sometime this week, and I was like, "Fuck, I got to get on that."
I was
Gots
gonna
to
watch
get
it in
on
the
it.
theater, but I heard I was worried that people were gonna be doing meth in the theater when they see that movie. So I
Yeah,
don't want to
totally.
do that. Yeah.
I feel you. We're pretty. I need to.
You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, because I got to play drums later this week, and I'm still very tired. I never thought of that joke, but I forgot I did have one saved.
Oh, okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go, everybody.
Clear the throat. Clear the throat. So I've been accused of being a plagiarist.
No kidding.
Yeah, their words, not mine.
Right, everybody. Thank you for listening. Peace
Why don't you
be
try
with
to
you.
fight back a laugh while you're like, all right, everybody.